What is up, everyone? How's it going? We are ready for another week of You're Up Kids. August, 11th and 14th would be this weekend. So let's just jump right into it. I don't want to waste your time. We are doing another week of this very condensed small group, followed by large group, followed by very condensed small group. Again, I don't want you to be gone. I don't want you to leave. But if you're going to leave, now is a really good time to do that. And so, sorry, I feel like there we go. Let's do this. That way I'm not, like a shadow. So the whole point of doing a large group environment this month is because it's such a nice month out. It's supposed to be in the 90s again all week. I'm just aware that people are going to be gone, and I want to plan for that. But again, if you are here and available, show up. We'd love to have you. I'm going to be filling in some spots with some subs as well. So let me just fill you in on the weekend. We're going to start off by saying, if you have time, if you want to do this on the front end, what's the hardest physical challenge or activity that you have ever attempted? And so you're going to have some kids who have done things like Spartan Race Kids or Bloomsday and stuff like that. Maybe they went on a Cub Scout, Boy Scout hiking thing where you got to go hike around Mount Rainier. I don't know at what age that starts. But we're going to have some really crazy stuff like that. So what's the hardest thing you've ever done as far as a race goes, or as far as a physical activity goes? Spoiler alert, in the story, they're going to talk about Hebrews 12, where it compares our life to running a race. And so there's going to be that. And then that's it for the large group opening time. It's you have 5 minutes. Do that with your kids. And then come across the hall where we have our big idea in our memory verse. We can worship God by asking for help. And then our memory verse is, I praise you because I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. I know that full well. Hopefully, if you were here last week, that song has been stuck in your head and you know that verse very well already, even though it's only been, a day. So we've got that. And then our game, you may have heard of the Iron Man, the race. We're going to play a game called the Aluminum Man. We're going to give kids little obstacle courses to do, kind of a triathlon of sorts. But I'll continue to add animals to the mix. So that's when they're all part of creation. So there's one, they got a leapfrog. So we'll do leapfrog races and we'll do bear crawls. And then I have one that's just called, what did I call it? The flamingo stand. And it's where they're just going to stand on one leg and then we're going to throw stuff to them and you got to see how many you can catch. So we'll keep, we'll keep adding animals to the mix, and then every service can be a little bit different. And I will continue to add descriptions for that, so that way whoever's hosting feels good about that. But that's 15 minutes of just having kids be silly, dare I say stupid. So we're going to do that. And then we'll do our worship, and then we'll do our story. Link is right there in the planning center, and it is about 9 minutes this week. So it's another good one. I really like the way they're handling non-narrative driven lessons. They're not stories. So normally it's there once was a man and he met Jesus and this is what happened. And this one's just this is what the book of Psalms says. And so I like the way they're doing it. So we'll do that. And then, sorry, I might sneeze because I've been outside and I have allergies and it's fun. And then we're going to do Zonk again. We're going to do Zonk every week this month. And so it's the review game. So, hey, did you pay attention to the story? Did you catch the funny, silly parts? But did you catch the important parts? And hopefully by the end of week 2, they're going to realize this week there's going to be prizes. They're going to realize, hey, it bodes well for me to pay attention. And so they're going to do that. They're going to start paying attention to those stories. So we're going to play that game as well, and then we'll head back to our small groups where they're going to have a memory verse cup stacking game as well as a weekly coloring page. And same thing, you can go back to that opening activity exercise we did, and you can say, hey, what's the toughest physical activity you've done? So maybe on the opening 5, you just kind of let them have free play, but then you sit them down at the end and you ask that opening question at the end. That works great too. No problems with doing that. This weekend preaching is a guy named Dave Stone. Dave used to be the lead pastor of a church in Louisville, Kentucky that at one point in time, I believe, was the largest church in America, 20-something thousand people at the time, which is pretty crazy. So now he has, I don't know if retired is the right word because he still travels and speaks, but he's not leading a church full-time. But he's a great guy, great dude, and really, really talented speaker, and I've never once heard him and been like, this isn't good. So you'll want to be here this weekend just to hear Dave. If you're here, come to church, why not? Come to serve, why not? But if you are going to be out of town, make sure you catch it online, because I should say that every week. I should say, Dan's preaching. He's a great guy and does a great job. Make sure you come and listen. But again, guest speaker here for one time. So try and hit that up. So that's all I got for you. Pretty simple, straightforward. And then I'll see you guys in like 3 days, Thursday night. And I'll see you in like 6 days on Sunday. So guys, have a good one. Until then, peace out.